Welcome back, Eagles. Hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving break. Hope you guys are stuffed. Here's this week's Light in News for the week of November 30th to December 1st. Today, we'll be filling you guys in on some exciting events going on this week.
Hey Ivan, have you heard about the food and toy drive?
Nah, I haven't. Can you tell me something about that?
Yeah, I got you. So, Leiden Student Council is hosting a food and toy drive to help the ones in need. To help, students could bring in a can of food or a toy to the lunchroom or the student council office.
Along with that, Leiden is having a penny war to fundraise money for the Leiden Township and Leiden Family Services. There will be jugs for each grade class where students can put coins and bills to earn points for their grade class from December 4th to the 8th. The class with the most will have 500 points at Junior Olympics.
You good, bro? What happened?
Dude, it's freezing.
Hey, yo, Leiden, give my boy a coat.
Thank you, Leiden.
Another way Leiden is making a difference is the Roll Kappa Coat Drive, where Leiden is collecting coats to give recently arrived migrants a coat to stay warm throughout the cold Chicago winds.
Thank you to those who make this possible and hope everyone stays warm in this winter.
Have you ever wanted to help around your community and do volunteer work?
The Service Club is the perfect option. Here's Adriana and Lisbeth filling us in on the purpose of Service Club.
Others, do you like to give back to your community? The Service Club here at West Leiden does that. It's a way to encourage students to keep up with their service hours and help around the community. Here's Ms. Orozco and Ms. Zapata, the Service Club sponsors, with more information.
So Service Club benefits the school community because it provides students with a way to give back to the community that they live in. They also can develop some leadership skills, and it allows for students to kind of come together and create community within their school.
The Service Club gives students an opportunity to complete service hours. This is beneficial for students who are working up to the Excellence Award, college resume, and work resumes.
So this year we're going to be doing things like Feed My Starving Children. We'll be doing cards with Phil's friends who kind of mail cards to kids who are dealing with cancer. We have a partnership with Westdale Elementary School where we do some tutoring of the elementary students. And then the big trip is at the end of the year, we are looking to take a small group of students to Puerto Vallarta, where they'll be working with students who have some special needs and giving them some services that they need. Thank you.
Here's Anna Karen, a Service Club member, with more information.
I like that I was able to meet new people and I was able to meet kids that don't have the same opportunities as me, and I think that made me more humble. We would start off the day by going to a school for special needs kids, and we helped them with their therapies, help feed them, help make them food, because everything they ate was organic and grown there. Then we would also go to, after we finished that, we would go eat lunch, and then we would end up going to an orphanage where we would just share with kids and we would just play with them. We brought them gifts and stuff, and it was nice.
And if you're interested in joining the Service Club, please email Ms. Orozco or Ms. Zapata.
Thanks to Adriana and Lisbeth for filling us in, and thanks to Service Club for all the work that you do around the community.
Right. Hope everyone goes out instead of staying home all day to enjoy a beautiful winter. The NHS hosted an event at East Leiden for our Navy SEALs. NHS had meals ready for the Navy so they can enjoy a Thanksgiving since they weren't able to be with their family.
Earlier this week, a service was held in the East Leiden cafeteria for over 250 sailors from the Waukegan Naval Base to give them a chance to celebrate Thanksgiving while being away from their families. We had a chance to talk to Superintendent Dr. Poliak about how the service was able to have members of the Leiden community connect with the soldiers and make them feel a sense of being welcome during their time away from their family.
The purpose of hosting the soldiers for Thanksgiving was they've been away from their families for weeks. If not for us opening up the high school and serving Thanksgiving, they wouldn't have had an opportunity like this. So we just wanted to give back to them and show them how much we appreciate what they do. I think if there's one thing we would do differently, it's to have more phones available. They haven't spoken to their families in a long time and they all wanted to call home for Thanksgiving. So we definitely want to have more phones for them to make that happen.
Students in the National Honor Society helped orchestrate the event. One student at West Leiden, Sebastian Palafox, gave us his insight on how it felt to give back to the sailors at a time where they couldn't see their loved ones.
I think it's just important for them to connect to other people because they've just been doing routines over and over and over again to give them a sense of peace, tranquility, and like for them to experience a holiday um, and get to interact with other people.
And to end off, we will want to thank every single man and woman who is serving in the military right now. From Colin and Justin, and from the London schools, wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you to the NHS for allowing the Navy to have a welcoming Thanksgiving just like the rest of us.
With the Spain students coming to our school, we hope they had a great time. Here is Jenny and Camilla sharing memories they had with their students.
Vine'm a buscar, vine a robar-me l'aire, vine aquí, balla amb mi, balla com una lluna a l'aigua, vine'm a buscar, vine a robar-me l'aire, vine aquí, balla amb mi, balla com una lluna a l'aigua, oi, 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 ai, ai, ai.
This year, Leiden held its very first Spanish exchange program. For 2 weeks, our friends from Spain flew across the Atlantic to immerse themselves in our different cultures right here at Leiden. Several Leiden students were able to participate and host an exchange student. Michael Aldworth, chair coordinator of modern languages, further explains the process behind this event.
So we're trying to do an actual exchange where we have students from a town just outside of Barcelona who will come and stay with our students from Leiden during the school year, typically in the fall, and then we go over there during spring break.
Spanish exchange student Cayetana talks about her experiences during her visit to Chicago.
Lo que más me ha gustado de Chicago es cuando con mis amigos de España y las profesoras por la mañana fuimos a ver el 360 de Chicago, que con el cristal se veía como todo y no había niebla ni nada y era muy bonito. Por ejemplo, cuando hace poco estuvimos haciendo como una fogata con unos amigos en casa de Susana, como tostando nubes, también fue muy bonito. O cuando patinamos sobre hielo, el finde. O también cuando fuimos como en barco y vimos como, en plan, fuimos por el lago Michigan y vimos como todos los edificios y todo. Muy bonito.
She later describes her insatiable curiosity and motivations for wanting to visit the United States.
Siempre había querido venir a Estados Unidos desde que era pequeña y con el cole pues nos dieron la oportunidad de hacer un intercambio y tal aquí y como que me gustó mucho la idea también para aprender inglés y escuchar cómo habláis aquí y para como ser más independiente y convivir con otras personas.
From the skyline of Chicago to the warm hallways of Leiden, these students embrace the beauty of diversity along with a couple of obstacles like language barriers. However, towards the end, our Spaniards weren't just visitors, they became a part of our Leiden community.
Just push this idea of, hey, if you know more languages, you can really travel the world and connect with more people.
I love Leiden. Leiden in my heart. For all life. For all my life.
Hope the exchange students had an amazing experience here at Leiden. Leiden will never forget you. Yo, Brian, it's starting to look like that time of year again.
Oh, I know, it's Native American Heritage Month.
As you guys may know, November is Native American Heritage Month. This month is a time to recognize the history, culture, and contributions of indigenous people.
For almost 100 years, American Indians have urged that there should be a place on the calendar to honor the contributions, achievements, sacrifices, cultural, and historical legacy of the original inhabitants of what is now the United States and their descendants, the American Indian and Alaska Native people. The creation of Native American Heritage Month traces its roots back to New York State at the turn of the 20th century Dr. Arthur C. Parker, a Seneca Indian who was the director of the Museum of Arts and Science in Rochester, New York, fought for a federal recognition day for Native Americans throughout the early 1900s, in which New York became the first state to recognize American Indian Day in May 1916. National Native American Heritage Month was recognized federally for the first time in the United States in 1990. Native American Heritage Month is also a great time to learn more about Chicago's indigenous past. You can explore some of the cultural exhibits and events here in Chicago, such as the Center for Native Futures, the gallery at the American Indian Center, and you can see powerful art on the Chicago Riverwalk. It is important not just to celebrate the legacy that indigenous history makers have left, but also to celebrate those who continue to shape our society, lead their communities, and impact their culture today.
It's always important to recognize your past. Hope everyone enjoyed the month. It's so cold outside now. There's nothing we could even do.
I agree it is cold, but there's many things you could do. You could watch a movie, go to a concert, and many more.
Ooh, thank you.
Would always listen to music, more specifically this one singer's music. That singer being Gerardo Ortiz, making his music a big part of my childhood. Going to one of his concerts became a childhood dream of mine. Fast forward to November 25th, 2023, it became reality. I actually got to go see one of my favorite singers, Gerardo Ortiz, perform in Rosemont Theater. The concert first kicked off with a Mexican singer from Michoacan named El Juanma. After that came a well-known singer known as El Yaqui. El Yaqui was born in Mazatlan, Sinaloa, Mexico, and began his musical career at the age of 15 when he joined several bands in his hometown. One of those bands including Banda El Recodo. After that came the main show of this concert, Gerardo Ortiz. Gerardo Ortiz is a well-known Mexican-American singer-songwriter and record producer in the regional Mexican music genre, particularly within the subgenres of corrido and banda. He was born on October 5, 1989 in California. He gained popularity with his distinctive voice and storytelling lyrics. He rose to fame with hits like En Preparación and A la Moda, and many more. Ortiz's music often reflects themes of love, heartbreak, and the narco culture common in Mexican corridos. He has received numerous awards for his work, including multiple Billboard Latin Music Awards. There is no denying his influence and impact in the regional Mexican music scene. The setlist featured a perfect blend of his hit songs like Tranquilito,
Tranquilito, despacito, voy subiendo.
El Troquero Locochón,
Siento que arranco la carretera, voy enfierrado por la costera.
Mañana Voy a Conquistarla,
Mañana voy a conquistarla, no pararías de enamorarla.
and Quien se anima.
¿Quién se anima? Dijo mi compadre, cuando me enfiesto no hay...
All the singers kept the crowd engaged, singing and dancing along throughout the whole night. Overall, the concert was really fun and definitely an unforgettable experience.
This is the end of this week's WLTV episode. Thanks to the crew and everyone involved in this episode. And remember, go!